I can see, well, of course, some of you probably read the message that I sent earlier this morning regarding the attendance and the beginning of the class today. But well, the government authorities, they do whatever they want, and they don't follow their own guidelines. Like they said that they were going to interrupt the service from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. So I'm hoping that the power is not interrupted like right now because I'm here. But well, okay, so we have Diego Arias. Okay, good. We have Marcelo Vega. Mm, 1 second. Yeah, I have power, but the internet is really slow. I don't know why. This this day has been really crazy, hectic. So, okay, let me take the attendance. So we have Javier Castro, okay. Who else? Marcelo Vega, yes. Mhm. Brian Moreno as well. Second. Okay. Mario Ron as well. Okay. So mhm. 1 second, I'm updating the attendance. That's what I'm doing right now. So if anyone joins a little bit later, well, I will update it again. And Byron Wilches is going to be here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me close this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5. Okay. Let me open the book so we can continue because we have to keep moving because we have to finish the book. We have to cover most of the topics. So let's continue. Yeah, I know that uh, someone disconnected. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So let's go. You need to see where were we? Start the movement. I think I already covered this. 1 second. The thing is that we have been moving really fast. And yeah, okay, this is the one. Oh, we're already unit 3. So let me share my screen. Okay, and let me share with audio. One. Okay, so we have unit 3, improving lives. So please go to page 37, unit 3 of the book. If you can follow me. All right. So we have this new unit, and we begin with a quote from Kenneth Shinosuka, who is an inventor. Okay, so this person said, I really believe that sensors can improve the quality of life of the elderly. I believe I already said what was the meaning of the elderly. So anyone here, either Mario, Brian, or Diego, know what is the meaning of the elderly. This word right here.
No, no, I don't remember elderly. What's that?
Could it be it's
Elderly.
old man or old woman?
That's right. Yeah. Old people. Yeah. The direct translation for that could be senior citizens as well. It's the same thing in Spanish would be personas de la tercera edad, the elderly. Okay. So that's the translation. Okay. So goals for this. Yes, Mario.
Yes, I say some people is in the third age. That's it.
Eh,
But
yes, but
they are not. They don't seem too old.
that's right. Yeah, it depends on the type of life you're living, right?
Yeah.
It depends
Uh-huh.
on your health as well. Yes,
Yeah.
but keep in mind that we don't say in English third age. I know that in Spanish we say la tercera edad,
Yeah.
but someone
What
who is the elderly, that's the word.
el, el,
The
elderly. Yeah.
the elderly people, they are, let's say, from 60 and above. Probably,
Mhm.
yeah, that's the translation of that, right? Yeah, but
60
like
and
you
little
said, it
bit.
depends. Sorry, what was it, Mario?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What, could you repeat that, please?
Eh, 60 and a little bit more.
Yeah, 60
60
or
y
older,
piquito. 60 y piquito.
or older. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. But like you said, it depends. It depends on many factors. Uh, oh, don't worry, Clever. I saw you were connected at the beginning, so I mark you as present. Don't worry. I know that, like I was saying at the beginning, I sent a message earlier this morning saying that the class will start at 8 p.m. because I thought the power will be interrupted at 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. But that didn't happen. So that's why at first I thought that no one will join, but I saw Microsoft Teams sending notifications that someone joined the meeting, that another person joined the meeting, and another person joined the meeting. And I said, okay, I have power, so I have students. That's why I'm joining. So I will be flexible today with the attendance, especially those who are here every day, like you, Clever, Brian, Mario, and Diego. You're always here day in, day out. So, but if someone else joins a little bit later, of course, that person will be. Can you add me to the? I don't have a WhatsApp group, Clever. I
Sorry,
sent an.
teacher. Yes, I don't have this email.
No, it's not an email.
Uh, uh,
Let,
where
it
was
was.
this message?
Let me show you. It's not an
Okay.
email. What I did is I sent a message in the chat of today's. What I did is this. So I open the calendar, click here, but there's a chat right here. So if you open the
Mm,
chat, you will see the messages over there. So I sent this, and
yeah.
Clever, oh no, not Clever, but Carlos replied. Byron also replied. I thought Byron was here, but no. So
I
yeah,
haven't seen that.
yeah, I sent
Mm.
this through here, and also I uploaded that message in Aula Virtual. Think where was that? I think where is it? One second, I'm looking for that. Um, I don't have it right now, but I did.
Our outage. Yeah.
Oh, in cartelera virtual. That's what I did. Power
Mm.
outages. Yes. So I uploaded there as well. So guys, if I need something to tell you, if I need to communicate something to the whole class, I will put it here in Cartelera Virtual, or I will do what I did with Microsoft Teams. Like I sent a general message to all the class saying something
Mhm.
something relevant for the whole group. So that's what I did. But well, anyway, that's fine. That's fine. If you're here, that's good because we all have power. The power hasn't been interrupted, which is good. But today, like I said, today has been a bad day. I can say a bad day because I was waking up at 7 and I saw a message from a coworker saying, "Hey, there will be power outages today. What should I do? What can I do?" And I was like, "Come on, are you crazy? I haven't seen anything." The thing is that I didn't read the news until later that morning, and I found out yes, there will be outages in the afternoon, in the morning, and I was like, "Come on!" I work from home, and I have to be connected to the internet like from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And that was an inconvenience. And explaining that situation to someone from another country, it's not tough, but they are mm, skeptical. Skeptical, yes. They don't. It's not that they don't believe you, but it's hard to believe what's going on in Ecuador because they say, "How come you don't have power for 5 hours in the afternoon?" And I have to explain, well, in Ecuador, we rely on the rains and the power of the rivers. So explaining that to someone that is not from here, it was difficult, but that person understood and everything was fine. But I was preparing myself to deal with these power outages, and I bought, I think the name of that is a UPS, is a type of supplemental battery that is connected to the Wi-Fi router. So if the power goes out, then that thing will start working and will supply power to the Wi-Fi router. I bought that, but I haven't used it, which is good in one on one hand. But we don't know. We don't know tomorrow. We don't know about tomorrow.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes.
How many hours of capacity have that UPS?
According to the person that sold that device to me, he said that if you only connect the UPS to the router, it will be on for 5 to 8 hours. And I was like, wow. I think I can send you. I mean, I'm not promoting their product, but they said that it's really good. I
Uh,
haven't
oh,
used it.
in fact, I I am finding looking for a
Oh, you're
I'm
trying to
looking
find
for a
one.
yeah.
So this guy who sold me this UPS, um, he's working with his twin brother there too, and they are building these things. And he built it. One second, let me share the image with you. They built this, so it's manufactured here in Ecuador. And he said, yes, it's with a lithium battery and something like that. Well, I didn't understand the science behind it, but let me send you the
Th
image.
Thanks.
Yeah, I will send it here in the chat. Let me see. Uh, Carlos. Oh, come on, I can send it. It's the same. One second. So it's a good thing because this was built here in Ecuador. It was built by a group of twins, like I said, two people were working here, and they also built an electronic car. Not car, but it was like a sort of a small car that they use for rallies and things like that. And they were also interviewed by this show called No Noticias, and they were displayed there. So they're I don't want to say famous, but they are very dedicated to technology and innovation. So this is the thing that I bought this morning, and according to him, it's 5 or 8 hours if your router is, I don't remember how many watts, or but that's the thing, is it's this size is not that big. According to him, it will work if you have a good battery in your laptop as well. You will have autonomy of like the 5 hours, 6 hours. So it can work. It can work. Those are some alternatives to deal with this situation that is very stressful. But well, enough about that. So this unit will talk about healthcare issues and solutions. Healthcare issues and solutions. So healthcare means anything related to health, like hospitals. What else? Medical facilities in general. Issues and solutions. So if you have a problem, then this unit will talk about the solutions to those problems. We are going to read about challenges of aging population. Aging population is the same thing as the elderly. So probably this is more inclined towards someone who is older than 70, probably reaching 80 years old, aging population, like our grandparents, things like that, aging population. We're going to watch a TED Talk about how technology can make life better for patients and their caregivers. We will see the meaning of this word, caregivers. But if you dissect that word, if you divide it, you will know that caregivers means someone who is caring, looking after someone else, right? Like a doctor, like a nurse, those things. Okay? So as a warm-up, we are going to start watching a part of Kenneth Shinosuka TED Talk, and we are going to answer some questions about it. What healthcare issue does Shinosuka identify as most serious in the United States? Okay, so that's the first question. What do you know about this healthcare issue? Okay, so he's going to explain. Oh, actually, this is a definition that I already gave. The elderly refers to people who are aging. To age means to grow older. Okay, you age every time you have a birthday. If you are celebrating a birthday every year, of course, you are aging, you're becoming older. Okay, those are new words that we will use during this unit. So let me go here once again to the unit opener. Let me share with audio. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Video. Okay, so remember, there are two questions. What healthcare issue does Shinosuka identify as most serious in the United States? Okay, that's the first thing. Two, what do you know about this healthcare issue? Okay, let's listen.
What's the fastest growing threat to Americans' health? Cancer, heart attacks, diabetes? The answer is actually none of these. It's Alzheimer's disease. Every 67 seconds, someone in the United States is diagnosed with Alzheimer's. As the number of Alzheimer's patients triples by the year 2050, caring for them, as well as the rest of the aging population, will become an overwhelming societal challenge.
Okay, that was fast and also with accent. So remember, not every day, not every time, we are going to have recording or video with a native speaker, someone from the US or someone from the UK, from Australia or from New Zealand or any English speaking country. Sometimes we're going to have people like you and me, which in the case where English is their second language. Okay, so this guy is probably from Japan, so he has an accent. So pay attention to what he's saying. Remember, we are looking for two questions. First one, what healthcare issue does Shinosuka identify as the most serious? He gives a list. Okay, he says this, and that, but in reality is none of those, is this. Okay, what do you know about this healthcare issue? Let's go.
What's the fastest growing threat to Americans' health? Cancer, heart attacks, diabetes? The answer is actually none of these. It's Alzheimer's disease. Every 67 seconds, someone in the United States is diagnosed with Alzheimer's. As the number of Alzheimer's patients triples by the year 2050, caring for them, as well as the rest of the aging population, will become an overwhelming societal challenge.
Okay, so what healthcare issue does Shinosuka or the speaker identify as the most serious in the United States? Clever, thank you.
He says that is the Alzheimer.
Alzheimer's disease. Yes, that's
Okay,
right. Very
but
good.
he has a
Mhm.
different pronunciation. That's why it was kind of difficult to understand for the first time when I
It is. It is. It
was.
is. Sometimes it's challenging, but if you have the opportunity to repeat the recording, you do it because sometimes, like I said, you are not going to have native speaker. You're going to have someone else from another country. But well, if you listen carefully, one or two times, you will get it. So, Alzheimer disease. Yes. But what about this healthcare problem? What is it that is challenging for caregivers, for healthcare workers? What is the challenge that he's talking about? Just the disease or what? Because he says Alzheimer disease, yes, but what about it? What is the challenge that comes with this disease? Hmm? Luz, perhaps you, because you are related to the healthcare field. No?
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Luz. How
I
are you
didn't
doing?
understand.
So,
I
no
didn't
problem.
understand the challenge.
No problem. Yeah. So, what challenges do you think someone will have when taking care of a patient with Alzheimer disease? What challenges would you have or face when you are caring, when you're looking after someone with this problem?
Um, um, a memory loss.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I don't know.
Okay, but that's great because that is one of the most important. Memory loss. Yeah, because they are, well, their brain is not as it used to be in the past. So memory loss. So
Okay.
yeah, so memory loss. So if you are dealing with someone with that problem, how, I mean, what or how will this person uh, behave or react? How will this person behave or react to to you or to the
They,
environment?
they are um, very emotional
Mm-hmm.
and very and include furious usually.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Um,
what you're describing, Luz, is very good because those are some of the challenges, some of the symptoms. So what we call that in English when someone is going from happy to crying or from sad to furious, those are mood swings. Mood is how you feel
Mood
today.
swings.
Yeah. So mood is how you feel.
Mood
So let's
swings.
say how you feel today. My mood today is happy. I'm happy because I'm feeling great. So mood, right? And swings is like it goes from here to here. So it goes from one side to the other very quickly. So mood swings are when someone is happy and then it goes from happy to sad in just a couple of minutes. And the same thing for if that person is angry and then that person is in the next few minutes is crying. So mood swings. That's the
swing.
swings. Yeah, a swing is like what you see at the park where the kids are doing those
Okay.
that's a swing. So that movement is representing changes, rapid changes.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
those are mood swings. Okay, so we briefly talk about this healthcare issue, but we are going to talk about it even more during this unit, okay? Because this is about caring for your health. Okay, we're going to talk about health, wearable devices, like for example, your Apple Watch, your Garmin watch, whatever watch you have, and any technology related to tracking your fitness, your health. We are going to talk about it in this unit. Yes, Mario, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Thank you. I saw a movie.
Mhm.
He's acting Anthony Hopkins.
Okay, yeah.
It was about this disease or
Oh,
this
Alzheimer's disease.
medical condition,
Yes,
and
yes,
they get confused. They don't know what's happened in their minds, and that's why they move swings. They have mood swings
yes, yeah,
because they are not sure what is the real life, what they are living in that
that's right.
moment,
That's
and
right.
get confused and get hungry or
Or
get
they don't eat, or they don't eat at all because they are not
or
feeling
they
hungry.
don't need.
Mhm.
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah, this
That's
is a very complex disease because it has many symptoms,
mhm,
not only psychological, not only related to your mental health, but also related to your physical health. Because,
yeah.
like you said, sometimes they will feel really hungry or they will have cravings. Let me write it for you here. So, what are
Out of their
cravings?
minds, out of their minds.
Yeah. So what are cravings? Cravings are when you have this sensation that you really need to eat something. Let's say, oh, I really want to have a donut. I really want
Mhm.
a donut. Those are cravings. You crave for that because you feel the urgency. You need that. So people with this disease, sometimes they have cravings. They like sweet treats. They like candy. They want candy because their bodies are asking for this because of the disease, because of
How
the
do you
malfunctioning of the brain.
how
Mhm.
do you write that word?
I wrote it in the chat. Cravings.
Yeah, cravings.
Cravings. Uh-huh. The meaning in
Yeah.
Spanish would be antojos, cravings.
Mhm.
Mood swings in Spanish would be cambios repentinos en el humor. Mood is humor, but doesn't mean
Yeah.
that you
More
are,
wins.
yeah, mood swings.
More
It doesn't
mood
mean,
swings.
yeah. So mood,
More
I
swings.
know, I know that the direct translation of mood is humor, but it has nothing to do with comedy. Mood could be happy, sad, depressed, angry.
Mood.
Those are moods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mood
those are
swings.
moods.
Yeah.
Are sensations. Sensations. That is mood.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
caring for your health. That is the second part of this. Using wearable technology is a way we can monitor our health. So as I was talking about, most right now there are several devices that you can wear. Remember, things that you put on, you wear. I know that in Spanish we say yo uso lentes. You wear, WEAR. You wear. Whenever you put on either clothing like a t-shirt or a hat or glasses or sunglasses or a watch or a bracelet or a necklace, all those things you wear. Keep that in mind because that is a common mistake in people who are learning English. Because I know in Spanish we say, sí, yo me pongo la camiseta o yo uso una camiseta, yo uso lentes. I know usar means use. Of course, if you say that, someone who speaks English, they will understand. They will not criticize you. But the right way would be wear. Okay, wear. You wear things. Okay. Um, so these devices, like for example, I was saying the Apple Watch, the Garmin watch, whatever watch you wear that tracks your fitness, your steps, your beats per minute, all those things will be able to track your health. So we have right here an exercise for vocabulary. We are going to learn some new words. We have treatments, we have cure, caregiver, monitor, elderly, wearable, suffer from, and motivate. We're going to complete the information using the words in the box, and there are two words that are extra. They are there, but you don't have to use them. Then listen and check your answers. Okay, so first we're just going to read, and then you're going to find out what word belongs to those gaps. Okay, so let's go with, let me see here. 1 second. Okay, yes, we have it. Let's go with this part, this first sentence. Diego, please, Diego Arias, if you can, please. If you have power and everything is okay,
Okay.
can you read this? Yep.
Let me see the first
Oh,
words.
yes, of course. 1 sec. So we have
Thanks.
caregiver, elderly, monitor, suffer from, treatment, and wearable.
Okay. As populations grow older and the number of elderly people rises, healthcare is becoming increasingly expensive and complicated.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, so we have the next one. That is this one. So from elderly to a variety of, yeah, we have two over there. So who would like to try this one that has two? How about you, Brian? Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Elderly people naturally more health problems and may need a variety of.
Mhm.
Also, I think that elderly people naturally suffer from
Very good.
more health problems and may need a variety of treatments.
Yes, treatments. That's right. Very good. Next one, this one. How about you, Mario? Please. One solution is
One One solution is wearable technology, small light devices that people can carry with them. By measuring a person's heart rate, for example, this device can monitor a person's
Okay.
health.
Okay, monitor. Okay, thank you.
A
And then
person's
we have,
health.
yes,
This information can help the caregiver, nurse, or doctor take care of patients better.
thank you. Yes, so all of this is correct. Yeah, we have elderly suffer from treatments, wearable, monitor, and caregiver. Now you should know the meaning of these words. Now we're going to listen to check your pronunciation, okay? Because we have several new words. This one, wearable, well, monitor is easy. The treatments suffer from elderly. I know that one is like a tongue twister, but elderly, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
As populations grow older and the number of elderly people rises, healthcare is becoming increasingly expensive and complicated. Elderly people naturally suffer from more health problems and may need a variety of treatments. One solution is wearable technology, small, light devices that people can carry with them. By measuring a person's heart rate, for example, these devices can monitor a person's health. This information can help the caregiver, nurse, or doctor take care of patients better.
Okay, all right. So we have new words for you. Let's go. Complete the sentences, circle the correct words. Let's go with that one. So we are going to use the same words, okay? But right now, we're going to apply it to another context, some more sentences. Yes, Clever? You're writing? Okay. Choose the correct words to complete the sentences. So we have a drop-down menu. So we have healthcare treatment. We have caregiver, cure. We have cure, suffer from, treatments, wearables. 5, we have motivate and monitor. Okay, number 1. Um, let's go with you, Clever. Number 1, please. Number 1, Clever, please. Let's go with Brian, please. Number 1.
Okay.
Mhm.
The Can I look the option,
Yes,
please?
of course. We have healthcare and we have treatment.
Treatment for a bad black, pardon, for a bad back
Mhm.
involves lots of rest.
Okay, lots of rest. Yes. Okay. Number 2, Diego, please. Oh my. So when, Clever? Within how many minutes or at what time? So, oh my God. Hopefully it doesn't happen, and hopefully it doesn't happen to me either, because me estoy salvando. Yeah, I've been avoiding the power outages all day long, and now if those happen right now, it will be really frustrating. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Okay. Diego, please, number 2. Hmm? Mario, number 2.
There is still no cure for many
Yes.
types of cancer.
Very good. Thank you. Luz, would you like to try number 3, please? Thank you.
People who are overweight.
Overweight.
What is the pronunciation?
Over
Overweight.
overweight.
Okay. People who are overweight and don't exercise are like to suffer from health issues.
Very good. That's right. Number 4. Let me see. I have to go out for a moment. Oh, no problem, Diego. Clever, would you like to try number 4, please? Let's hope still have power. Number 5.
Yes, and many monitor things such as a number of steps people take. Many treatments monitor things such as numbers of steps taken. Wearables, probably. I'm sorry, I'm here with my baby. Sorry for the
No,
noise.
no worries, no worries, no worries. That's really good. You are learning and you are taking care of your baby. That's something to that's that's really good. I mean, I'm lost for words. So wearables, yeah, wearables are things that you can wear that you can put on, like I said, a Garmin device or a Apple device to track your fitness, like your steps, your heart rate, what else? The calories burned, the repetitions of the exercise you are doing, so all those things. Number 5, well, Mario, once again, please. Number 5.
Devices that track exercise can help motivate people to be more active.
That's right. Yes. So in fact, for this one, for number 5, not only the devices, but there's also one health insurance that is called Salutza that they give you points to encourage you to be active. I have that. I have the healthcare provider, and has been really good because I remember one time I went to the movies, and I used the app to purchase both the tickets and popcorn and sodas. So I didn't spend any money, just the device. Here it is. These are my points. I redeem the reward, and then they gave me the products that like the popcorn, the sodas, and the tickets for the movie. So it was really good. So yes, not only the devices, but also right now here in Ecuador, this healthcare plan. Could you tell me what the meaning of wearables? The direct translation in Spanish, I think we don't have one, but wearables are like smart devices, like an Apple Watch, a Garmin watch, all those things that you can wear, like a watch, for example, to track your fitness. Let me see if we even have that word in Spanish. Wearables. I think we don't. The the translation is not good, but it's accesorios, things that you can wear. Okay? So, like I said, a Garmin watch, an Apple Watch, Xiaomi, whatever watch to track your fitness. So that is the meaning of that. Okay, let's go. Does your country have a high percentage of elderly people? Are they okay? So we can talk about this. Letter C. We are not going to work with a partner. We are going to discuss this as a class together. So there are two questions that we have right here. First one is, does your country have a high percentage of elderly people? Yes or no? My answer would be yes. I think we do. We have seen many grandparents who reach the age of 90 something. So, for instance, I think my well, I don't have grandparents anymore, but they passed away when they were in the 90s. They were 90 something, 97 was my grandmother. And my grandparent was 90, yeah, 96, 95. So we can say that elderly people, yes, this country has a lot of a high percentage of elderly people. And in fact, my great grandmother, she passed away when she was 106 years old. So that's a big number. So yes. But how about number two? Are there any special healthcare services for them? And let me add something else. What are uh, what is the quality of these services for the elderly? Are they good? Are they bad? What do you think of them? So, for question, yeah, sure, Diego, no problem. So, for question number two, are there any special health care services for the elderly? If so, what type of services? What do you think? And what do you think of those services? Brian, for question number two, what do you think of that?
Mm, I think that the chances of life have increased because a better lifestyle.
Yes, that's right. Okay. What else? How about the special services for the elderly? Do we have those here? And what do you think of those services? Expectancy. What do you think of the services for the elderly?
For me,
Yes.
okay, are better um, are in the correct moment. For the reason, there are a good number of adults.
Mhm. Okay. All right. That's good. So one of the things that you said that they are reaching an age. So the age or the average age um, for elderly people or for a population, that's called life expectancy. I wrote it in the chat over there. Life expectancy.
Sí.
Has yeah, it has the same meaning in Spanish. Almost the same, yeah. Expectativa de vida. Life expectancy. So that those are the number of years or up to what age a group of population or a group of people is expected to live up to. So let's say the life expectancy, the average life expectancy in Ecuador is, I don't know, 75, something like that. But
Maybe until 17 or 18 years old.
so seven.
Sorry, 70 or 80
Oh,
years.
okay, okay. Yeah, that's better because otherwise we will be, I mean, we will be over the expectancy.
Yes, of course. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. No, no problem. Yeah, 70 or 80. But that is good because the type of lifestyle we have. Because if you compare, I don't know if you guys have been to another country to, let's say, the US. If you compare the life expectancy of Ecuador to that from the US, here in this country, we have to walk a lot. Why? Because why not? We can walk. We can walk almost anywhere. But if you are going to take the bus, you have to walk. Like your house i- is not like right there out by the bus stop. If you would like to take the bus, of course, you're going to walk. Or people here, they like cycling a lot, outdoor activities. Whereas in the US, I have been there like 3 or 4 times, and the fact that you are walking outside, they think that you are weird or you're homeless because that's not very common. If you're just walking and the distances, especially in cities that don't have good public transportation are really long. If you like to walk from, let's say you're renting an Airbnb. If you would like to go to your Airbnb to the nearest supermarket, if you see the map in Google Maps, you see that the map says, oh, it's just 1.5 miles. You say 1.5 miles, that's not much, like 3 kilometers or so a walk. But you will see that feels longer because of the sidewalks and because of the fact that there are no paths that you can walk on. Most of the people drive cars, and it's very unusual to see someone just walking, right? Okay, let's see what we have here. I think we have a workbook activity related to this. Let me see, 1 second. Is it loading, please? It's not loading. Okay. Okay, we do have a workbook activity. So we can complete this. So we can pause for a moment because we have been speeding through the book, but we can use this workbook activity to try to reinforce your vocabulary, which is good. Talking about healthcare, complete the sentences using the words in the box. Okay, let's see. Oh, come on. They gave you the answer. Well, right now you know that smartwatches and fitness trackers are examples of wearable technology. Now you know what is the meaning of wearable. Now, number two, Diego, can you help me with number two? We have these words, and you have to use them to complete the sentences right here. So read the sentence number two and tell me what word goes there, what word belongs to that gap. Diego.
Okay, I joined support group to motivate me on my weight loss journey.
Very good. Yes. So the idea here, the key to know that it's motivate is that you have two. So in order to know what is the next word that belongs there, it is a verb. Of course, it is a verb because you have two, and something that belongs to that word is a verb in infinitive. So you know that motivate is an infinitive, of course. But this one suffers from, this one is not. It's a verb, yes, but it is in the third person. This one is not a verb, and we already used this one. So, of course, motivate would be the best option. Thank you. Number three, Brian.
My brother suffers from depression. There are days when he won't even leave his room.
Yes, suffers from depression. There are days when he won't even leave his room. So, yes, depression is a condition, a disease, and some people don't believe that that is the case, and they just think that when someone is depressed, they say, okay, just try to think about something else, but it's not like that. It's a condition of your brain. So, yes, suffer from depression. And of course, the last one is treatment. Scientists have come up with a new treatment for baldness. Baldness means when you're losing your hair, right? So if your hair is falling off, that means that you're going bald. Okay, to be bald is someone with no hair. Okay, with shiny hair, without hair. Okay, let's see. Mm, well, we can talk about this. So answer the questions, but using your own words. But we're going to speak, okay? Because speaking is something really important. Do you know someone who is a caregiver? What do they do? So let me answer that question uh, from my experience, and then you're going to tell me your experience. I do know someone who is a caregiver. In fact, that person is my aunt. So that means my father's sister. She works at Hospital General del Guasmo, if I'm not mistaken, but she works in Guayaquil. Okay, and is in she is an internal medicine doctor. Okay, so that's what she does. Okay, and now number one, do you know anyone who is a caregiver? Caregiver could be a nurse, a doctor, or a physician is the same thing. A physician is because you would like to distinguish between someone who has a PhD and someone who has um, a career in medicine. So that's why you say physician. It's like this. One second. Physician. It's the same thing as doctor, but this is someone who is related to medicine. Okay, because if you say doctor, mm, probably it will be confusing to think that that person is only someone who has a PhD or someone who is related to the field of medicine. So, Diego, do you know someone who is a caregiver and what do they do?
Um, yes, I know. I have a good friend,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a doctor in nutrition.
Oh, okay, okay. Specialist, okay.
I say yes, is a specialist in nutrition, and she knows um, he knows very much about some kinds of diets,
Yes, diet plans. Mm-hmm.
diet plans, and she recommends um, to eat more healthy.
Okay, good, good. Yes, nutritionist. That's something that is very important. Sometimes people think, yeah, nutritionists are not important because they only are related to diets and those things. But no, nutrition is something essential for your health because if you don't eat well, you don't feel well. So that's something important, something vital for our lives. Okay, that's number one. Thank you. Let's hear from someone else. Perhaps you, Mario. Do you know anyone who is a caregiver and what do they do? Uh, Mario, your microphone is muted.
Excuse me.
No
My
problem.
wife.
Oh, your wife is a doctor.
Yes, yes. No, she takes care of my what's it? My mm, is a father-in-law.
Oh, your father-in-law. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she is 89.
Oh my.
He's 80. He is 89,
Wow.
and but he's in good
Good
health.
shape. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
he used to
Mm-hmm.
walk mm, long distance, about 2 3 hours
Wow.
walking.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
89,
But
89 are recommended.
he suffers of hypertension.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that comes with age
Hypertension.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I think he's losing a little bit, yeah, his
His memory?
memory. Memory. Yeah,
Oh,
his
yeah.
memory. And then have seen he cannot be seated in more time. He used to walk. He used to be
Active?
much more active. He's
Mm-hmm.
very active, and that's why he has reached 89.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No,
Hmm.
yeah, but he is taking some medicines
Yes, of course.
daily.
Hmm.
In the
Yep.
morning, he takes about I think the 3 pills a day,
Okay.
but I think it's not too much.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, three, that's fine. At 89, well, of course.
Yes, and he has a girlfriend, 45.
He has a girlfriend? Really?
Yeah,
Oh my.
yes, she is 45, and she used to go to see her, and I think that situation keeps him alive.
Alive and younger. Yes. That's very important. Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's the, how can I say this? That's the spark that keeps him going because he feels alive because he has a reason to be alive because he wants to be with his girlfriend, which is good. I mean,
he's widower.
he's a widow.
Widower is widower.
Widower, yeah. Oh,
Widower.
so
Yeah, he's
he
widower.
lost, okay. But well, he has all the right to fall in love again, to see
Yeah,
someone. That's
he
good.
has money. He has money.
That's
Yeah,
really good.
that's it.
Perfectly fine. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Mario. Thank you for sharing that. Do you have any elderly family member? Well, we already talked about this, but like for example, for me, I don't.
And something else. I don't permit him to drive a car.
Oh, of course, yeah,
We don't like it. We don't permit her or what?
yeah. We don't
Don't
allow
permit.
it or permit. Yeah, that's fine.
Allowed. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
allow it to
yeah.
drive a
Because
car.
it could be dangerous for him
It's
and for the
dangerous. Yeah,
others,
yeah,
and
yeah.
from the yeah. Because let's say
That's
you see that you saw that he's losing his memory. So let's say
uh,
he's driving and he's going from his house to his girlfriend's
and
house.
yeah.
The,
He
the,
he get lost.
yes,
He
and that
get
will be a
lost.
problem because
Yeah.
if he's in that situation, he will feel desperate because he will start thinking, okay, I don't know where am I, uh, what I'm doing. So he will be in a type of stressful situation, and that will be good. That will not be good for him and for the other cars either. So yes, it's not good
Yeah.
for him
I
to
had to
drive anymore.
rescue. I had to rescue many times because he got lost
Oh my.
driving a car, and then we don't allow to drive a car. That's
Yeah, yeah,
why he
that
he likes to walk.
he
He
walks.
have to walk.
He has to
Yeah,
walk like 2 or 3 hours because he's not allowed to drive. But
yeah,
well,
yes.
that's
He
good.
walk.
That's good. That's good.
He walks. Mhm.
Okay, well, we already answered number two. Number three, do you monitor your health? What do you do? Like in my case, I said that, well, I don't have my watch right now because I haven't leave the house today because all this craziness of the power outages and buying the UPS and staying on top of things because I thought that the power would be interrupted. I didn't go to, normally, I go to the swimming pool 3 times a week. And so that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on Tuesday and Thursdays, I lift weights and I do a little running and those things. So wear my Garmin watch. I don't have it right now because like I said, I haven't left the house. So that's how I track my health because that thing not only counts your steps, but also monitors your heart rate. So you will see that your heart rate is like your resting heart rate and also your active heart rate. So you will know what is your average heart rate in a certain period of time. and also you will know how many calories you have burned, how many steps you have taken. So that's good. That's how I do it, and that's what I do. So let me hear from someone else, perhaps Brian. Do you monitor your health? What do you do?
Not really. One of the people who doesn't use smartwatches or and don't know download health applications on my cell
Mhm.
phone.
Well,
So so I hope to be healthy.
uh, hopefully, yeah. But do you practice any sports or do you do any activities like workout sometimes?
Mm, Not really.
Oh.
It's it's bad, really.
Um, what you can do, remember, I think it was the first class or the second class. Remember that guy who was saying, try to implement small changes in your life, and then in the long term, you will see big changes. So let's say if you would like to be more active, I know you have a busy schedule, you have a busy day. Probably try to take 30 minutes, go out for a walk. If you have a dog or a pet, take your dog out for a walk, and then you will see the difference. If you do that every day, you will start seeing some changes. Probably. I mean, it's up to you. I cannot force you to do anything if you don't want to, or if you can because your schedule. Yeah,
No, no,
sometimes.
it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Um, I must have I must have to start changing my lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, it's never late to start something. So if you would like to start tomorrow, do it. Do it. Or let's say at the end of this class, we end at 9:15, you can go out for a walk until 9:45 if it's not dangerous where you live. Always. What I do if I go out during the night, but no, I haven't done that like in several months or several years. If you're going to go out in the night, just leave your cell phone, just go with your keys and then you take a walk 30 minutes and that's it. You'll feel even more relaxed and your stress from the day will disappear. Yeah, there are many advantages, but just it's up to you. It's up to you, right?
Okay,
30 days,
Yeah,
I tell you tomorrow.
30 days challenge.
that's right.
30
Yeah,
day challenge.
30
Yeah,
day
30 days
challenge. Yeah.
challenge.
That was
Yeah.
a that was a very good talk that I always use, especially during the first days, because it motivates you to do something to change. I know it's difficult. It's difficult to change because we like that stability that gives um, the routine. The routine gives us a stability because you know you wake up at let's say 6:30, you take a shower, you have breakfast, you brush your teeth, and then you go to work. You stay at work until 7 p.m. and then you go to sleep. And then you repeat that over and over and over. I know that routine
Unknown.
sounds boring, but it gives you a stability because that's your status quo. That's something that is always balanced. But if you deviate from that a little bit, let's say if you wake up at 6:30, instead of 6:30, try to wake up at 6. I don't know, depends. And then you use that 30 minutes time frame to try to do something different. Or I don't know. It's up to you. It depends. There are many things that you can change, but I'm not one to judge or impose anything on you. It's up to you. So, yeah, number four, if you could find a cure for a disease, which disease would you choose and why? I would say cancer. That's the worst. That's the worst. Because we, I have seen people dying from that completely unexpectedly. I I had the case of the brother of a friend who was this brother was 30. So if I'm 34, this guy was 37. He passed away 2 years ago, and he was healthy. He was healthy to my eyes. He was healthy, but overnight or in matter of months, he became worse. He became developing some symptoms of like acid reflux and stomach aches, things like that. He ended up having stomach cancer, and he died in 10 months. It was like he's 37. I mean, you think that someone who's 37 is healthy, and but now that disease doesn't care for age, doesn't care for social status. It can attack anyone. So if I could find a cure for a disease, it would be cancer, because that's horrible. I have seen it, and yeah, it's unbelievable. Anyone would like to answer this question as well? If you could find the cure for a disease, which disease would you choose and why? Mario.
Yeah, I think the cancer is the
Cancer is the one.
what we we are afraid of that disease, very afraid. But I think we can prevent that with good nutrition,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
meals, and I used to prepare some how do you say um, um, uh, we mix the fruits,
Oh, like a
water,
smoothie or yeah, yeah, you blend
smoothie, something like that. Yeah,
smoothie.
uh-huh. I
Okay.
select some fruits and vegetables. They prevent the cancer.
Oh.
They say no, there are 10
Mm-hmm.
vegetables and fruits who prevent cancer, and I make it
Well, that's
every
good.
day.
Mm-hmm.
I make every day. That's smoothly. That's smoothly.
Smoothie. Yeah, smoothie is something some
Smoothie.
smoothie.
To
Yeah, it's
mix
something that you,
water with fruits and something like that.
yeah,
Yes,
it's type of
and
juice or
and
something. Mm-hmm.
and I put some like how to say
So I have heard that curcuma in Spanish is
some
tur
curcuma and something
yeah,
like that.
curcuma.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
but
last about
mm,
an hour preparing that for my people and for me
yeah,
every
cur
day. I think
cur
if you maybe lose one 1 minute, that you get an hour of life.
that is
Yes,
good. That is
and
good.
then we go outside with my wife
Mm-hmm.
to train and walk and run, and
Good.
then we'll lift weight weight.
Weights. Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
lift weight.
weights. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we last about an hour daily,
That's good. That's good. That's
daily,
good. Yeah.
daily, and I think I will live until 100 years. I
Oh
think
my.
it's not. I think
That's good. That's
is not
good. Okay.
difficult to get that age if you
Yeah,
have and
a
you
good.
make exercise and
Yes.
train and have a good nutrition
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
life and you can
that
get
is.
100 years
Yeah, with
easily. Yeah,
we don't know, but yeah,
I have
that
now
that
I have now 67.
wow.
I have now 67, and I until I used to practice taekwondo,
Yeah, yeah.
taekwondo, and
Mm-hmm.
hapkido, and used
Wow.
to swimming, walking, cycling, etc.
Good.
And I
That's
think
really good.
if God likes, I will get 100 years.
Very good. Let's hope
Yeah.
that is
Let's hope.
yeah, yeah, let's hope to it. Let's I hope that that becomes true. Because
And
that's
I
really
would
good
like
because
to
it,
be, yes, I would like to be with my wife,
of course.
because and that's why I take care of her,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
she go with me to walk and run and everything, and
Very good.
swimming.
Very,
Yes,
very good. Yeah,
I have
that's really nice. Of
to take care of her.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. Definitely. Very good. Thank you, Mario, for sharing that. So here we have I wrote how you say curcuma in English is turmeric.
What
Turmeric.
is
Turmeric. That's
turmeric?
the turmeric. Turmeric. And
Uh,
then ginger is jengibre. That's something that is also used in those smoothies that
yeah, yeah,
I'm talking
and
about.
I also I put ginger, ginger.
Yeah, ginger. Ginger is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, ginger is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ginger is jengibre, yes.
Turmeric,
Turmeric.
turmeric, turmeric,
Turmeric.
turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
canela, canela,
Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
cinnamon, cinnamon. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's right. Okay. So here we have a short listening exercise, different to what we have been doing during our time with the student book, because this is the workbook. Okay. So let's see. We have listen and circle the best answer. We have two questions, and then we're going to listen to the recording. The first question is, what is the talk about? A, a new medical robot that has been developed. B, the possibility that robots that will replace human doctors. C, how robot doctors can read patients' emotions. Okay, that's the first one. Two is, this talk discusses robots that can, and then we have three options: identify health problems, B, perform surgery, C, provide care at home. So let's listen and then we are going to check the answers. Okay, so here we have the answers and this is the recording.
Unit 3, Track 3.1. Medical technology is improving all the time, but is it possible that one day our doctors and nurses will be entirely replaced by machines? Doctors already make heavy use of computers. Computers can scan and analyze huge quantities of patients' data in a very short time and come up with a diagnosis. Some believe that this technology could be developed further. A medical robot could perform a series of routine tests on a patient, such as checking blood pressure, and then recommend a treatment. This could be especially useful for patients who visit the doctor regularly with a chronic condition, such as heart disease. The human doctor would then have more time to specialize in illnesses that are more difficult to treat. Many believe, however, that robots could never completely replace human doctors. Only humans have the ability to include emotional and psychological factors in their assessment of a patient's condition. What's more, dealing with patients' anxieties and worries about a condition is thought to be a key part of a doctor's role. It's unlikely that robots could ever provide the counseling and emotional support that human doctors can.
Okay, let's listen again. So remember, We have two questions. The first one is a general question that is asking about the general idea, the main idea of this recording. What is the talk about? A new medical robot that has been developed, the possibility that robots that will replace human doctors, how robot doctors can read patients' emotions. Okay, let's listen again. And the second question, sorry, not question, but statement is this talk discusses robots that can identify health problems, perform surgery, or provide care at home. Let's listen again and find out.
Unit 3, Track 3.1. Medical technology is improving all the time, but is it possible that one day our doctors and nurses will be entirely replaced by machines? Doctors already make heavy use of computers. Computers can scan and analyze huge quantities of patients' data in a very short time and come up with a diagnosis. Some believe that this technology could be developed further. A medical robot could perform a series of routine tests on a patient, such as checking blood pressure, and then recommend a treatment. This could be especially useful for patients who visit the doctor regularly with a chronic condition, such as heart disease. The human doctor would then have more time to specialize in illnesses that are more difficult to treat. Many believe, however, that robots could never completely replace human doctors. Only humans have the ability to include emotional and psychological factors in their assessment of a patient's condition. What's more, dealing with patients' anxieties and worries about a condition is thought to be a key part of a doctor's role. It's unlikely that robots could ever provide the counseling and emotional support that human doctors can.
Okay, so what is the talk about? We have a new medical robot that has been developed. B, the possibility that doctors will replace human doctors, or C, how robot doctors can read patients' emotions. What is the main idea of this recording? Anyone would like to guess?
B.
B, the possibility that the doctors will replace human doctors. Sorry, robots can replace human doctors. Okay, we will see. B. Okay, and how about number two? This talk discusses robots that can identify health problems, perform surgery, or provide care at home.
Identify health problems.
Yes,
A.
I agree.
Yes.
Let's see. So B, very good. Yes, the possibility that robots will replace human doctors. Yes. And A, yes, of course. So they talk about robot doctors. Why related to, I mean, regarding the recording, why they say robot doctors cannot replace human doctors? Why? If we are living in
Because
this
the
technology,
robots don't identify the emotions of the people.
emotions,
I
yes.
I I, I have my last children is a
Mm-hmm.
physician.
Yep.
Is a doctor. She is a
Mm-hmm.
doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and I I have seen her how she take care of the patients, and she suffer, and she is what's that? Mm, she's very emotional. She's very emotional
Oh, okay. So she's
and
very empathetic with the patient. So you,
empathetic. Yeah,
okay, okay.
empathetic with the patients. Uh-huh. And then some problems in medicine. That's not just the physical condition of the people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. It's also related with environment his family, with their family. Uh, she um, got a, a case in his job.
Mm-hmm.
A, a, a child, yes, a girl
Mm-hmm.
from 13,
Yep.
it was pregnant.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah. It was a by. No, it's not. I think it's a violation. He that happened with her permission,
Okay.
but she is under 14, and it's that is what is that? Um, delito.
Estupro, right?
Um, it's yeah, and yeah, that's it's something against the law. Yeah,
Yeah, when someone is with a minor, even
it's a
though that
crime.
is, yeah.
It's a
So
crime.
is
It's a
the
crime.
meaning of that in English is this. In Spanish is estupro, I think. When you're with a minor,
Yeah.
even though if the minor gives consent, well, the
Uh-huh.
minor doesn't have the right state of mind to give you consent. So in English is statutory rape. That's the word. Well, not the word. The words for estupro. Estupro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word. So a statutory rape is a crime committed
It's a
by
crime
an
here.
adult. Yeah, it is a crime,
Yeah,
of course.
it was committed by an adult,
Of
and
course.
my daughter had to go to the
To the police.
prosecutor's office. That
Yeah. Hmm.
prosecutors prosecutor's office, and
Yes.
he had to write an
And statement.
uh,
Statement.
yes,
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
uh, and she had to go there
Hmm.
and make a statement. Statement,
Hmm.
yeah.
Statement, yeah.
Uh,
So whenever you're declaring the facts of something that happened,
mm.
you're
Yes,
giving a
declaring that.
statement.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. You're giving a statement.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, that's
And the police had to get that man,
yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
to go to the jail.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
So that person was taken into custody. So that means was arrested. That person was arrested because of
Mhm.
statutory
It
rape.
was
Yeah, that.
arrested. Yeah, he was arrested. Yeah.
Mhm. Wow. Okay. Well,
I
that's
think that can't do a robot.
of course a robot will never do that because
It will
the
never
robot
do
will
that.
the robot, let's say the robot is programmed to just read from a form and answer some
Mm.
questions and that's it and just recommend treatment. If this little
Yeah.
girl who was 13 or 14 was telling the robot the story, the robot will don't even care, doesn't care because doesn't have feelings. So that's the main topic of the last recording, that robot doctors cannot replace real doctors because of the feelings. Because yeah,
Hmm.
medicine is also related to try to understand the patient, not only the symptoms, but also understand the setting, the environment where they are living and everything they are experiencing, not only physically but also emotionally. So that yeah, that's one reason that can happen. Like machines will not replace doctors, of course, because I mean, of machines can be used in medicine, yes, but replacing entirely a doctor, that will be really difficult, really, really difficult. Okay.
There are
Yeah.
some psychosomatic disease or something like that. Psychosomatic, is that?
Mm, let me see if the word for that. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Like
Mm,
when someone is experiencing symptoms, but they don't have anything, but it's because something related to their mental health. Let's say, for example, anxiety. Anxiety can be expressed in
mhm,
different ways. Like, for example, someone who is having a panic attack with related to anxiety can develop symptoms that are very similar to heart attack because they start feeling like chest pain or they start feeling like they are not breathing properly and they are sweating. But if they go to the doctor will do an EKG and all the analysis that they have to run, and they will find out that there's nothing going on in the heart. Everything is fine. So it's something here, and that is
stomach ache,
expressed.
stomach ache.
Yeah, probably
They
stomach
have
ache.
stomach ache. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
stomach ache, or even stomach distress that they need to go to the bathroom because they feel fear, they feel stress to the point
Hmm.
that they are expressing these emotions through their body, and yeah, that cannot be read by these robots, of course not.
Hmm.
Okay, let's continue with the book. So we're going to do a little bit more of listening related to this topic. Now we're talking about health routines. So we already know that if you would like to change something in your life, probably you can start step by step, little by little. Okay, so your health
Hmm.
routine. Talking about benefits of something. We can use expressions like the ones below to describe the benefits of something. It's great for, it works well for people who I find most useful. So, for example, we can say, um, I don't know, papaya. Papaya is great for people with,
Those gastritis,
yeah, gastritis. Yes, gastritis or GI
gastritis.
problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, for example,
Hmm.
that's a great example. Another thing would be it works well for people who, so swimming works well for people who have injuries, like let's say someone who had back pain.
Okay, back
That
pain.
person, yeah, that person cannot run, cannot lift weights. So it's better for that person to go swimming. Little by little, that will help recover and strengthen the muscles in the back and in the core. I find, for example, I find walking useful to release stress at the end of the day, for example. So those are
Hmm.
words that you may use in order to talk about the benefits of something and also to give advice. So there you go. Those are some expressions. So letter A, 3.3. Watch Kate Tong talk about her health routine. Check the ways she stays healthy. Okay. So we're going to listen to this person, Kate. She's going to talk about her health routine, and we are going to check from these boxes what are the things she does to stay healthy. Okay, let's see. Yes, I'm sharing. Let's go.
My name is Kate, and maintaining an active and healthy lifestyle is very important to me. I make sure I get enough sleep every night, and I try to have a balanced diet. Most importantly, I exercise regularly. I sometimes attend Pilates classes at the gym, but I prefer to exercise outdoors. Every weekend, I either go for an 8-kilometer run or a 30 to 40-kilometer bike ride. I've been using an app on my iPhone for years to help track my runs. Apart from recording the number of calories I burn, the app also keeps track of how far I've run, the time taken, and the different routes and surfaces that I run along. This data is very important when I'm training for marathons or half marathons. Running is a sport against yourself, so the app helps me stay disciplined. For my bike rides, I use another app that tracks my current cycling pace, average pace, and routes. Cycling is a relatively new sport to me, so it's interesting to see how my stamina improves with each ride. And since I usually go cycling with friends who use the same app, being able to share and compare our cycling data makes it more fun.
Okay. Well, she's describing her routine. What does she do? So let's listen one more time. This one is easier. She's giving a lot of information, but remember, you have to check just the things that you see here. But of course, listen to everything because I may ask some questions about it. Okay, so let's hit play one more time.
My name is Kate, and maintaining an active and healthy lifestyle is very important to me. I make sure I get enough sleep every night, and I try to have a balanced diet. Most importantly, I exercise regularly. I sometimes attend Pilates classes at the gym, but I prefer to exercise outdoors. Every weekend, I either go for an 8-kilometer run or a 30 to 40-kilometer bike ride. I've been using an app on my iPhone for years to help track my runs. Apart from recording the number of calories I burn, the app also keeps track of how far I've run, the time taken, and the different routes and surfaces that I run along. This data is very important when I'm training for marathons or half marathons. Running is a sport against yourself, so the app helps me stay disciplined. For my bike rides, I use another app that tracks my current cycling pace, average pace, and routes. Cycling is a relatively new sport to me, so it's interesting to see how my stamina improves with each ride. And since I usually go cycling with friends who use the same app, being able to share and compare our cycling data makes it more fun.
Okay, so what ways, um, what are the ways she, or what are the measures or the activities she does to stay healthy? What is the first one?
Having a balanced diet,
Having a balanced diet, very good. Yes. What else?
exercising every weekend,
Okay. And one more. There's one more. She said that at the very beginning of the recording. She makes sure of what? She makes sure that she gets one more, one more thing. So if you exercise and if you have a
eat
balanced
break,
diet, yep, clear.
Probably by getting enough rest.
Yes, very good. That's right. Getting enough rest, having a balanced diet, and exercising every weekend. Yeah, she does mention cycling, but not every day and to work. She does cycling, but I think she said something about the weekend. And she's also giving
once a
information
week,
of, yeah, the weekend. So
once a week. Yeah.
she's also saying once a week. That's right, on on Sundays or Saturdays, I think. But she said that she uses an app that tracks the kilometers, the pace, and also she can share all these stats with friends. So that's a it's like a social media app, something like that. So those are the things she does to stay healthy. All right. Let's continue. Once you can complete the sentence, you can. Okay, we have another exercise related to that one, but we are going to listen to to the recording one time because we already listened to that 2 times. We have 1, 2, 3. Chong, so the speaker, uses a running app on her phone to keep track of. And then we have how far she's run, the weather conditions on each run. 2, she likes the app because it is easy to use, helps her stay disciplined. Chong's cycling app allows her to train with a virtual cycling partner, compare cycling data with friends. Okay, let's see. Once again, we are going to listen just one time because we already listened to it 2 times.
My name is Kate, and maintaining an active and healthy lifestyle is very important to me. I make sure I get enough sleep every night, and I try to have a balanced diet. Most importantly, I exercise regularly. I sometimes attend Pilates classes at the gym, but I prefer to exercise outdoors. Every weekend, I either go for an 8-kilometer run or a 30 to 40-kilometer bike ride. I've been using an app on my iPhone for years to help track my runs. Apart from recording the number of calories I burn, the app also keeps track of how far I've run, the time taken, and the different routes and surfaces that I run along. This data is very important when I'm training for marathons or half marathons. Running is a sport against yourself, so the app helps me stay disciplined. For my bike rides, I use another app that tracks my current cycling pace, average pace, and routes. Cycling is a relatively new sport to me, so it's interesting to see how my stamina improves with each ride. And since I usually go cycling with friends who use the same app, being able to share and compare our cycling data makes it more fun.
Okay. Chong uses a running app on her phone to keep track of. Okay, Marcelo, welcome back. Hello.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah,
Uh, Check user running app on her phone to keep track of how far she's run.
very good. Yes. Okay, so I want you to, but not you, but the whole class, she's run. This means she has run. Okay. You see that? That is the contraction. We will see that verbal structure probably in the next class or Wednesday. That is the present perfect. Okay. We are going to talk about that later on. Very good. She's run. Number 2, she likes the app because it, and we have, it is easy to use, helps her stay disciplined. Why does she like the app? Diego?
Uh, helps her stay disciplined.
Okay. Helps her
Disciplined.
stay disciplined. Okay. Thank you, Diego. Last one, Brian. Chong's cycling app allows her to.
Compare cycling data with friends.
Okay, compare cycling data with friends. Let's see. Very good. Okay, so Chung uses a running app on her phone to keep track of how far she's run. She likes the app because it helps her stay disciplined. Okay, number 3, Chong's cycling app allows her to compare cycling data with friends. So, like I said, this app was just like a social network that she can share results, data with some other people, but for fun, just for fun. Okay. What other ways you think? Okay, so let's talk about this. We have letter C right here. Critical thinking. Let's think, let's reflect. Um, what other ways do you think technology can help improve people's health? So we are seeing that wearable devices, apps that track your fitness allow you to improve your health because you see how you're performing, how you're doing. And these wearable devices keep track of your steps, your some can keep track of your temperature as well. Um, if you're a woman, if you're wearing these devices, some of those can also um, track your menstrual cycle as well. So you can customize these devices to allow them to track more things. So, in what other ways technology can help improve our lives or our health, especially? What do you think? What is your opinion? What other ways you think uh, technology can help us improve our health? Mm,
I saw a documental.
yep.
I watched a documental, sorry,
That's it.
about print organs. They are trying to print organs like
Just like
knees,
3D printers.
3D. Yeah,
Wow. But
that was amazing because they are trying to print a heart, knees. So that was crazy. They are trying. They have
wow.
some results, but now the problem is the kind of structure
Hmm.
to don't have problem with the body.
Of course.
But
Yeah,
it's
because
amazing because they are trying to print a 3D organ. That's amazing. For me, it's
that's
crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. Imagine um like being able to print a bone because you had a fracture and now you can have your entire bone replaced but a new one. But of course, there are many studies that need to be taken into account because yes, you're printing something, but you are placing a foreign object inside your body. And our bodies are really intelligent and they will detect this foreign object and will try to attack it because we have our immune system that creates cells to fight foreign objects, like in this case, this digitally or 3D printed bone or organ. So yes, there are many studies still to be done for this technology to work. But this is really good to know. I haven't thought about it. I I didn't know about it. Yeah. Anyone else that can think of ways technology can help improve our health? No. Uh, Clever? Yep.
Um, the same as Marcelo, I watch a documentary
Mm-hmm.
where there is a new kind of machines where a doctor can make a surgeon
Surgery.
surgery. Yeah,
Yeah.
can make a surgery from other side. Not
Oh,
it
the
has
re
not to be specifically in the hospital. It can be in another country as well, and they can control the machine to make the surgery.
yes. I read that too. It was a doctor from China who was performing the surgery from China on a patient that was, don't remember where, but not exactly in China. And it was performed remotely through a robot. So that was, yeah, that is wow, that's amazing. So I'm writing here in the chat. Surgery is the procedure, and surgeon is the person who performs the procedure. Okay, over there you have it in the chat, the definition of those words. So surgery, it could be like brain surgery, eye surgery, what else? Appendectomy, having the gallbladder removed. Those are surgeries. Surgeon is the doctor behind the procedure, the person who is cutting, extracting, sewing. That's the surgeon. Okay, now you know. Let's see. Talking about staying healthy. Speaker A motivated to keep fit. It's too easy. Simply fit.
Have you heard from Watson? Watson is
Which one?
Watson.
Watson.
It's a program, a computer program.
No, I haven't
It
heard about it.
it it uses uh, IA,
AI? Yeah,
artificial intelligence.
AI.
Yeah, they uh, that program try
Mm-hmm.
to replace the diagnosis from a doctor.
Is it effective? Does it work?
Yes, of course.
Really?
Watson.
Watson.
It,
So
it is
it's like Chat GPT, but for medicine, something like that.
it's a lot better.
Of course, yeah. Chat GPT is just basic because it's
Uh-huh.
like it's called Open
Watson
AI. Oh, well, I didn't know that.
from IBM. Watson
Wow.
from IBM.
Let's see. I haven't heard about it. Watson, IBM,
Yeah,
IBM Watson.
IBM
Oh,
Watson.
yeah, I see
Yes,
that. I didn't know
yes.
about this. The IBM
And
Watson.
that program try to replace also the lawyers.
Really? Okay. Yeah, some people believe that AI can replace like every single career, but it's difficult, because at the end of the day, all these things are robots, right? They are programmed to do and to think what you tell them to do and what you tell them to think. So if someone is not behind those robots or those programs, they're useless. So there's someone, a human, programming those tools to perform. Of course, in the case of AI, sometimes those things learn from what they are told to do. So they learn things over and over. They keep learning. So there's always the controversy to say that these things sometimes will rebel against humans. But I think that's too science fiction, like something like Terminator or things like that. But we're still at the early stages of AI, still developing because imagine like how many years ago, like 8 years ago or 5 years ago, we have never heard of AI before. But now you even have AI in WhatsApp. If you open WhatsApp, you see AI from Meta, and you see that thing, and you can ask AI anything. And if you say, okay, Google, Google will listen to you, and Gemini will start popping and doing some things. No, I don't want anything, Google. No, no, no.
And
Yeah.
we are going to Matrix.
So we don't know. I mean, yeah,
You
that's
don't know. Anybody knows. We
nobody
are
knows.
in
Yeah.
Matrix. Yeah, we are in Matrix. Do you think that?
Mhm.
Uh,
I mean, everything. Yeah, technology is moving faster day by day. Uh, but I mean, yes, technology is moving faster in the world, but Ecuador doesn't have power. Imagine that, doesn't have electricity. So we are living in the 90s.
and no money.
No, yeah, no money, no power. So yeah, it's frustrating. That's the word of the day is frustrating. I felt frustrated today when I woke up. I opened the news and I read that and I was like, oh my God, it's the same thing all over again. I had to buy things and do many things, but these guys didn't interrupt the power. That's why I started the class at 6 instead of at 8. But hell, well, okay. Tech in healthcare, language focus, discussing mobile healthcare. So we're going to read the information. Do you look up health related information online? What do you look for? Okay, I have a very good listening exercise related to this. Okay, have you ever heard the term hypochondriac? Have you ever heard that word before? Hypochondriac. What is the meaning of that?
People who the people who think is uh, what's that?
Someone
Is
who
not
is
healthy. Is not
okay.
healthy. Is not. Is yeah.
The people who thinks that have any disease or
Mhm.
always uh, healed.
Yes, whenever they
Sick.
have anything, they
They
always feel
they
they always
they
feel they're
think
sick.
they are sick all time all the time.
That's right. That's a hypochondriac. But what if I tell you right now with this technology and Google and the AI and everything, there's another term, another definition that is called cyberchondriac. What do you think is the meaning of that? Cyberchondriac. So if you mix the part of chondriac and cyber, the meaning of that would be someone who is a hypochondriac but related to technology. So someone who is always feeling sick and then going to Google, I have this, and that. What's going on with me? What's wrong with me? And then, of course, they will see the symptoms, and all the symptoms will be the worst. Like if I say, Google, I have a headache. What's going on with me? Google would say, you have brain cancer. So always the worst, always the worst. So that is a cyberchondriac, someone who is always looking for their symptoms online. So I have a video and also a questionnaire, but using an app called Quizzes. Quizzes is an app that is really good, similar to Kahoot, but different. Let me 1 second. I'm opening it right now. Structure pace.
Do
Hmm,
they use medication after
which
that?
one? The cyberchondriacs?
They cyber contracts. They
They
use medication.
they look for
You go to the
medication.
pharmacy and get
Oh,
some pills or something like that.
yes.
To
So right here in Ecuador, we have that problem that whenever we have, let's say, after talking for 3 hours, I may feel some discomfort in my throat, of course, because I've been talking and talking and talking. But that doesn't mean that I have an infection. That doesn't mean that I have a virus. It's because I overused
Mhm.
my voice. But people here think that whenever they have a sore throat, oh, I have to go to Medicity or pharmacies, whatever, ask the person at the pharmacy and tell them, hey, I have a sore throat.
Give me something.
Yeah, give me anything. And the worst
Yeah.
thing is antibiotics. They always ask for azithromycin. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it has azithromycin. Yes, azithromycin or any painkillers or anything. So instead of curing their disease, they are getting sicker because if they, let's say they do have a virus, let's say they do have a virus, instead of killing the virus, because the virus will cure itself after a while, after 5 days, 6 days, you will recover if it is a virus. But the thing is that if you are taking antibiotics for a virus, instead of killing the virus, you're making your system immune to that antibiotic, and you're creating
Yeah.
resistance. So you're creating resistance, and that is not good. Not good at all. Okay, let's see. One second. I'm trying to find the questionnaire that I prepared, but I
Hi everyone, sorry for
hello. Oh, no, don't worry, Carlos. The thing is that you read my message, Carlos. Yes, yes, you read my message. But the thing is that our brilliant, super smart government authorities did not interrupt the power in my house as they were supposed to. So I
not.
decided to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry. In my case, I didn't have electricity
that's completely fine.
just few
Yeah,
minutes ago.
yeah, that's completely fine. I know that some neighborhoods had that problem with electricity being interrupted at 3 p.m. It was a schedule for me at 3 p.m. until 8. So I thought, okay, I will be without power for 5 hours. So that's why I sent that message because in the morning, ESPE-INNOVATIVA told us, please communicate with your students if you're going to have power interruptions. And according to Eléctrica de Quito, they said, okay, yes, we're going to interrupt your power at 3. Nothing happened. So I'm here. So you're fine, Carlos. I mark you present because you sent me a message earlier today, so don't worry. Um, and you can always watch the recording. Okay. Okay, I found let me see. I found the questionnaire, the questions that I have prepared for this topic that is cyberchondriac. But let me find the video because there is a video about it. One second. Let's see. Because this is a very good topic that we are experiencing right now. Many people, because they have access to technology, instead of going to the doctor, they research their symptoms online and they just go by whatever Google says. And that's not the case. That's not good because sometimes Google exaggerates what you have. Like I said, oh, I have a headache. I have brain cancer, so that's awful. Okay, let me see if I have this video. As I have problems. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the video because it's not attached to the questionnaire.
I don't like to take pills or medicine because I think every medicine has
Side effects?
secondary effects. Yeah, side effects.
Yeah, side
Side
effects.
effects. Yeah,
Mm,
I used to take natural
natural
mm,
medicine, like alternative medicine.
medicine, like parsley, parsley,
Mm-hmm.
parsley.
Parsley. Yeah, yeah, parsley,
Yeah,
perejil, right?
yeah. Is for hypertension, for example.
Oh, really? I never thought that that
Yes.
was the case. Okay, I found the video right now. Let me open it in YouTube. I think so, guys. Let's have our break. Let's have our break right now because we have been sitting here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's a lot. We have to stretch and we have to get something to eat. So I will see you in 20 or something minutes, okay? So, Carlos, don't worry, you're present, so don't worry about the the attendance. Ana Maria, I think I haven't. Let me see. Hello, Ana Maria. Can you hear me?
I just came and I am supposed to go to take a rest.
That's okay. That's okay. That's better,
Yeah.
right? That's good. No, that's fine. That's fine because the power, this thing with the power, and it's crazy. Ana Maria, what's your last name? Because I don't think Oh, Ana Maria Sanchez. Okay, got you.
So, Juan,
Mhm. Yeah.
just for be sure, uh, I don't know in what is my schedule for the electricity cuttings.
Yeah.
So when we can connect, we just enter to the class.
Yes, just enter. I mean, I don't know my schedule for tomorrow either. Um, if I know it tomorrow, I will send another message through Teams like I did today, and I will post something in Aula Virtual in Moodle if I know beforehand, of course. But if I don't know, or if something unexpected happen, I will try to send a message, try to find data anywhere and communicate with you beforehand, of course. Yeah, because they say that they were going to inform about the power interruptions uh, beforehand with enough notice, but we never know with the government
Yeah, yeah.
authorities, you know. So don't worry about it. You're present and you're justified, so don't worry. Okay, so I believe Ana
Okay.
Maria is Ana Maria Sanchez. You're present, Ana Maria. Good. Okay, guys. So let's have our break. So I'll see you in 20 something minutes, around 8:40. Okay, so you can have some time to have something to eat, to stretch, you know. All right. So I'm going to turn off my camera and my microphone. Right. I'll see you soon. Okay, guys, we should be back. Thank you for your patience. So we are going to resume the activity that I was talking about. I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to share the link to the video related to the recording, not recording, the questionnaire. Okay? Okay. In case you cannot see my screen for any reasons, in case you cannot hear me, anything. So if anything is happening with my audio, my video, or anything like that, you cannot see me, well, then you can watch the video using that link. I'm trying to share, but I can't. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see YouTube? I'm sharing the YouTube video. Yes?
Oh, I can see it.
You can see it, Marcelo? Yes?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, so like it said, the video is about cyberchondria. Okay, it's a word that is comprised by cyber, of course, that is related to technology, and chondria, that is similar to have hypochondriac. Okay, someone who is overly concerned about their symptoms. Okay, that person is probably always going to Google to look for their symptoms online to find out what's going on. So you already know how we do the videos. In this case, I'm going to help you a little bit because sometimes these videos, since this is like a news report, sometimes these are not clear. I'm going to turn on the subtitles, but not in Spanish, in English, closed captions, so you can see as well the words that they are pronouncing. Okay, so after watching this video 2 times, we are going to go to an app called Quizzes. I'm going to share the link and the number to the quizzes after we finish the video. Okay, so let me just sharing with audio. Okay, let's go. So we're going to listen to it twice. Take notes. Okay, take notes of numbers, definitions, names, all those things. Okay, so let's go.
Are you a cyberchondriac? It's a new term some in the medical community are using for people who self-diagnose their medical ailments on the internet. But is it a good thing or a bad thing? Care 11's Renee Tessman looks into it.
It's something many of us have done when we're not feeling well, a symptom search on the internet.
I'll do research on it.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked up for things that I'm not going to waste my time going to the doctor to see what it could be.
But if you take what you find online too seriously, you may be a cyberchondriac.
I think people do tend to think they're sicker than they are based on the searches that they've done.
Dr. David Hilden is with Hennepin County Medical Center.
I hadn't heard the term cyberchondria until very recently.
He says cyberchondria is becoming more prevalent and leads to unnecessary patient anxiety and requests for tests that are not needed.
I spend a considerable amount of time then reassuring people that what they have is not as dangerous as they think.
Still, he says the internet has also helped healthcare.
Overall, I think the effect is probably beneficial insofar as it does educate people as to what symptoms they should be concerned with. Chest pain, for instance.
Plus, the constant stream of new information patients find keeps doctors on their toes.
I'm happy when patients question what I do. It's not that they don't trust me, but it's a collaborative effort to get the best information.
So if you want to do research online, Hilden recommends using your doctor's website, like hcmc.org, or other sites without commercial advertising, like those from the CDC, Minnesota Department of Health, universities, associations like the American Cancer Society, or health systems like the Mayo Clinic.
But don't get overly concerned about what you read. It's no substitute for a personal evaluation.
Now, Hilden says the internet is a great resource when it comes to preventative care, too, like providing information on cholesterol, cardiovascular health, or quitting smoking. But when researching symptoms, don't let cyberchondria take over. For example, just because you have a cough, it does not mean that you have lung cancer. There are plenty of other causes much more common than that.
A little guilty. over here myself.
Me too. Me
but
too.
I don't
definitely.
usually run to the doctor is the interesting thing. You look at it and you think, going to keep monitoring that, but here are the things that it could be.
Or just sit and worry about it at home for quite a while.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Renee.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was fast. They speak really fast. I know. That's why I turn on the closed captions so you can follow them a little bit better. So let me play it again, okay? And in fact, if you want, I can play it one more time as well. So let's do it one more time. Remember to take notes, okay? Take notes of details that you think are going to be necessary to answer the questions, okay? So, like I said, numbers, names, definitions, statistics, those things. All right? So let's go once again.
Are you a cyberchondriac? It's a new term some of the medical community are using for people who self-diagnose their medical ailments on the internet. But is it a good thing or a bad thing? KARE 11's Renee Tessman looks into it.
It's something many of us have done when we're not feeling well, a symptom search on the internet.
I'll do research on it.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked up for things that I'm not going to waste my time going to the doctor to see what it could be.
But if you take what you find online too seriously, you may be a cyberchondriac.
I think people do tend to think they're sicker than they are based on the searches that they've done.
Dr. David Hilden is with Hennepin County Medical Center.
I hadn't heard the term cyberchondria until very recently.
He says cyberchondria is becoming more prevalent and leads to unnecessary patient anxiety and requests for tests that are not needed.
I spend a considerable amount of time then reassuring people that what they have is not as dangerous as they think.
Still, he says the internet has also helped healthcare.
Overall, I think the effect is probably beneficial insofar as it does educate people as to what symptoms they should be concerned with. Chest pain, for instance.
Plus, the constant stream of new information patients find keeps doctors on their toes.
I'm happy when patients question what I do. It's not that they don't trust me, but it's a collaborative effort to get the best information.
So if you want to do research online, Hilden recommends using your doctor's website, like hcmc.org, or other sites without commercial advertising, like those from the CDC, Minnesota Department of Health, universities, associations like the American Cancer Society, or health systems like the Mayo Clinic.
But don't get overly concerned about what you read. It's no substitute for a personal evaluation.
Now, Hilden says the internet is a great resource when it comes to preventative care, too, like providing information on cholesterol, cardiovascular health, or quitting smoking. But when researching symptoms, don't let cyberchondria take over. For example, just because you have a cough, it does not mean that you have lung cancer. There are plenty of other causes much more common than that.
A little guilty over here myself.
Me too. Me too.
But I don't
definitely.
usually run to the doctor is the interesting thing. You look at it and you think, going to keep monitoring that, but here are the things that it could be.
Or just sit and worry about it at home for quite a while.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Renee.
Yeah.
Okay, now, this is what I'm going to do. Hopefully that was enough. Hopefully. Okay, let's do this first quizzes. 1 second. Okay, I got it. Okay, so we are going to answer the questions related to this video with this app. Quizzes, similar to Kahoot that probably some of you have heard. There are many ways to join my questionnaire. You can use the link that I shared through the chat, or you can use your cell phone to scan the QR code, or you can go to joinmyquizzes.com and enter the code right here. There are many ways, so go. Please use your name to register as a participant. Oh, very good. Yeah, because otherwise I will not know who's playing. So we have Marcelo. Remember, the link is in the chat, or you can just scan the QR code with the cell phone. Diego, very good. Please register so we can answer the questions related to this video. Okay, good. Luz. Ana Maria, very good. So we are waiting on, okay, Clever, Carlos, yes. So we're waiting on one person only, I think. Yeah. We're waiting for, we have Marcelo, we have Carlos, yes, we have Luz, we have Ana Maria, Diego, so Mario, so just Mario. So please use the link, or yeah, the link. The link is better, Mario. The link is in the chat. So click there and then enter there's a code here, 151480, and then enter your name. We copy it. Code here. Okay. Got it. Very good. Okay, let's go. So you have to look at my screen, if I'm not mistaken, yes. And then choose the right answer. Okay. I think you will see in your screen the answers and then click on the right one. Okay, let's go. Start. 3, 2, 1. This is really, really, really loud. Okay, the questions. First one is, a cyberchondriac is a person who we have 1, 2, 3, 4, is always worried, tries to find what illnesses they have on the internet, reads a lot about medicine, or prescribes medicine to others. Okay, so this is multiple choice. Please select one that is correct. Dr. David Hilden, that is a doctor talking in the video, thinks people often reach erroneous conclusions about their symptoms, look for symptoms online too often, are sometimes sicker than they think, believe are more clever than their doctors. Okay. Number 3, Dr. Hilden has been an expert on cyberchondria for a long time, has known cyberchondria only for a short time, thinks that cyberchondria is becoming less prevalent, does not care for cyberchondria. Question number 4. He says cyberchondria causes people, and we have the options. We'll see. Okay. So number 1, we have 4 correct, 0 incorrect. That's good. Okay. See that question number 3 is a little bit challenging, the same as question number 4. Well, last question is, it's good so far. Okay, so the best question is the first one. 5 correct, 0 incorrect, but it's good. Good, good. Let's see. Okay, this is good. This one's good. Okay, so we have 2 people missing for the last question, number 7. Question number 3, we have 1 person and 1 person missing for number 1. You have 2 more minutes. Okay, this one is done. This one is completed as well. Okay, so we are missing just 1. 1 person hasn't answered the first question. And just missing question number 1. Someone didn't answer that one. Okay. How many minutes? 1 more minute. Just one more question. One more question. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. Okay, and Luz in 3rd place, Diego Arias in 2nd, and Carlos. Guys are very good. Okay, but don't worry, this was an exercise, and this was the first time we ever used quizzes, so don't worry, don't worry. Let's see the questions, okay? We're going to see what happened. Okay, review the questions. Cyberchondria is a person who tries to find what illness they have on the internet, okay? All of you got it right. That's the definition, okay? Now you know what is a cyberchondria. Okay, very good, 100% accuracy, which is really good. Okay, next one. Okay, this one was a little bit tricky. Dr. David Hilden thinks people often reach erroneous conclusions about their symptoms. Okay, sometimes these videos, they give a lot of information, but you have to filter out what you don't need. Sometimes they say many other things, but you have to find which one is the one that is the most important. In this case, Dr. David Hilden said that people often reach wrong conclusions when they read their symptoms online. Okay, so that was the key idea behind what he said. Okay, next one. This one was also a little bit tricky. Dr. Hilden, okay, what he said, okay, has known cyberchondria only for a short time. He said that at the very beginning, I remember. He said, yeah, I recently found out what cyberchondria is, and he said this, and that. Has been an expert on cyberchondria for a long time. No. Remember, he said that is a new term that he didn't know before. So he's not an expert. He talks about it because that's something that is becoming more prevalent, that is happening more often. Okay? Okay, Clever, don't worry. Okay. Things that cyberchondria is becoming less prevalent. Actually, no, it's becoming more prevalent because people have more access to online resources like a laptop, cell phones, tablet, whatever they can use to look for their symptoms online, right? Does not care for cyberchondria. Someone who doesn't care about it means that he doesn't even think about it, and he thinks that topic is not relevant. So in this case, that is not the right answer, but the right one was this one. Has known cyberchondria only for a short time, okay? So to the next one. He says, cyberchondria causes people. This one was difficult because I see no one got it right. Causes people to distress and ask doctors for unnecessary tests. Okay. Whereas the second option is don't go to the doctors when they need to. No, it's actually the opposite. Remember, they say that because you look for your symptoms online, you tend to go to the doctor more often because you are worried more because you think you have something, but you don't have anything. So that's why you go to the doctor more often. So in this case, that one was not correct. To ask for medicine they don't need. Of course, this one sounds correct, but according to what he said, because remember, when you see something like this, he says is exactly what he said during the interview. Okay, so they're looking for that exact same thing. Okay, to panic and visit the doctors too often. Yeah, that's one of the symptoms, but that's not especially what he said. So this is the best answer. To be distressed and ask doctors for unnecessary tests. Because let's say someone has like I said, a headache, and that person goes online and looks for, I have a bad headache. What's going on with me? And Google says, you might have brain cancer. And then this person goes to the doctor and tells the doctor, hey, I need a CT scan because I think I might have brain cancer. That is unnecessary, of course, if you don't have any other symptoms. We're talking about Dr. Hilden, he spends a considerable amount of time. Well, no one chose that one. That's good. Prescribing unnecessary medicine. Remember, he doesn't say that, but making sure patients don't pay attention to the internet. He doesn't. He's not against internet. He says that that can help reassure the patients or have more information. What he said is telling the patients that they don't have the illness they think they have. Okay, so that's the thing that he does more often. Telling patients with which websites they can visit. They give names after, like at the end of the recording, at the end of the video. Yes, they do give names, but that's not what he spends most of the time. Okay, but most of you got it right. 6 players, pretty good. That's excellent. Okay, an accuracy of 86%, which is really good. Okay, this one was tricky, challenging. According to the doctor, the internet is beneficial because people learn what symptoms they should be worried about. And he talks about chest pain, for example. Okay, three of you got it right. People can get an idea of what illness they have. Is similar, but he didn't say that like right away, or he didn't say that specifically. People learn about how to have a healthy lifestyle. Well, according to what he said, well, he's not talking specifically about that, but he's saying the first thing. It may replace doctors in the future. No, he didn't say that at all. Okay. Hilden says the internet can also help prevent illnesses. Okay, yes, he said that. To provide information about medicine, be a substitute for going to doctor? No, not at all. And last one, be a tool to help people in rural areas. No, he didn't say that. But well, you see, this is the type of exercise that you will see in exams, for example. They give you a topic that is probably not related to your field of expertise. In this case, was something related to medicine, and not only medicine, but also things that people do nowadays that worrying about symptoms and trying to find symptoms online, things like that. So those are current events that sometimes these exercises are related to this topic. So you have to be very careful and you have to listen carefully to that. Okay, just let me. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, 9:07. Let's see if we have. I think we have time. Just started an energy chart. 1 second, I'm looking at the books to see if we have time to one more exercise. Mm. I don't think we have time because all these exercises are reading, and reading is not fast. Well, let me do this. Let me recap what we have done today. Well, thank you for your patience with first, because at first I thought that my power will be interrupted tonight, but it wasn't. So thank you for your patience and for your flexibility as well. Um, well, tonight we covered topic related to lifestyle. Lifestyle, not only about being healthy, but also wearing devices that allow you to track your lifestyle. Like, for example, wearing a watch that helps you track your pace, your steps, your heartbeats, all those things. And you can wear these devices to allow you to keep track of your fitness, improve your life, improve your overall health if you wear them every day and if you exercise. We also listen to a recording, a video about a person who was describing their lifestyle and their choices to be healthy. And then we did a little bit of another exercise related to health, but also not so much related to health, but it was another topic that is derived from this main topic that is healthy lifestyle, that is hypochondria. Hypochondria, that is something that we are experiencing nowadays because of the influence of technology and people having access to devices like your cell phone or a laptop or a tablet, and they can Google or go online and check their symptoms, and they worry much about them, and they go to the doctor, or they think that they have something else that they don't really have. Okay, so I think that should be all. Yeah, I know it's a little bit earlier, but I'll give you those 5 minutes to you. So tomorrow, according to what the government says, I'm going to send. Remember what I sent? Let me show you what I sent. If I have something to tell you, like let's say the class will start at 8, for example, or the class will start a little bit sooner or later, I will use the chat right here for Microsoft Teams to communicate anything that I have to tell you as a group. So what I do is I go here, I go to chat con participantes, and I post a general message for the people. Okay, let's say I cannot open it right now. Oh, come on. Okay, like for example, the one that I post this morning, like this one. Okay? If I have anything to tell you that is related to the class, like for example, because of the power outages, we are going to um, start at 8 or things like that. So I will post it here, and I will also post it in Aula Virtual. Okay, Aula Virtual, you go to, if I'm not mistaken, Anuncios. Where is it? I already found it one time, but oh, Cartelera Virtual, Contactos Cartelera Virtual. You have this, and you will have the anuncio, the announcement over there. Okay, so if I have something to tell you, I will post it here, and I will post it in Microsoft Teams. Okay. All right, I will stop sharing, and I will end the session tonight. So that will be all for tonight, guys. A little bit earlier than usual, but that's fine. So I'll see you tomorrow. So keep an eye on the news.